Hey guys, it's your girl Shalae. I'm back today with another video. In today's video, we have an update for Kentucky and my Georgia Peaches. We also have the new EBT app that's being released this week. That's right, this Friday. We have some states that are considering using AI to help with the backlog of SNAP benefits, as well as a lawsuit against DHS, the ghetto, honey. It is the ghetto. Then we're going to talk about summer 2024 pandemic EBT payments, as well as the government shutdown and how you are impacted. So if you want to know what's going on in the lovely world of EBT, you already know what to do. Stay tuned. Your girl's got you covered. Now, if this is your first time tuning into my channel, hi, hello, hey friend. My name is Shalae, and here on this channel we discuss shopping, saving, and everything in between. I would love to have you a part of my internet family. Super easy. Click the big old red subscribe button down below and you're in, just like that. And if you are an EBT recipient or not, you can receive Amazon Prime free for 30 days, guys. You don't have to enter your credit card information. You don't have to do anything, honey, but click the link in the description box, or I'll put it in the cards. All right. So let's go ahead and go to Kentucky, because there is good news for summer pandemic EBT plan in Kentucky. It was approved and you should receive your benefits on or about November 15th. Now, the reimbursement is $120 per eligible student. And yeah, this is going to come automatically to you for public and private school students. Now, the federal law prohibits homeschool students, virtual students, and children not enrolled in school from receiving summer pandemic EBT. But they're like, look, go ahead and check your cards daily between now and November 15th, Kentucky. You should be able to have your money. All right, so I like it. I love it. I want more of it. Now, speaking of summer pandemic EBT, Montana Department Director said last week that he is applying for January, the next round of federal money that helps pay for meals for the children in the summer as well. So a lot of educators and others who work in the state of Montana, they got onto him because they had to raise money to feed kids this week. And they said that they hope that the state really do follow through after the department declined that $10 million in federal funding this past summer of summer 2023. Because remember, they said it was going to be an administrative burden. There was not going to be any way that they could process those benefits. So this week they had like a private fundraiser for churches, and they had more than 3,000 food items and like $500 that they had to distribute to schools and nonprofits to feed children in the area. So they were like, look, more children are coming to school hungry this year. It is our obligation, in particular, the highest office in the state, to take those funds regardless of the regulatory burden associated with it, because it's $10 million. Like, 10 million, honey. This benefits the children. And so a lot of people were like, look, you got to do something. All right. So the Department of Public Health and Human Services said that they will be applying for the federal funds to help bridge the gap next summer. But remember, guys, states have until January 1st to go ahead and apply for summer pandemic EBT. That is $120 per child, or $40 per month for each month over the summer as well. But if your state does not sign up for it, so listen here, Mississippi and Texas and all the other states that y'all be like, why you don't talk about my state? You need to get on your people and tell your mayor, your governor, your politicians, your legislators, your representatives that they need to apply for this funding. And you guys need to go to bat, because if they don't apply by January 1st, you will not get that $120. And remember, summer pandemic EBT, or $120, is permanent. So now it's going to stay here as long as there's funding available. All right. Now, speaking of funding, we know next week it could possibly be another government shutdown. And some states are like, look, if there is a government shutdown, we won't be able to pay you your SNAP benefits, your WIC benefits, your TANF benefits. So let's go ahead and talk about it. All right, guys. So federal officials are warning of food benefits disruptions in New York. So the U.S. Secretary of Agriculture said a federal shutdown could trigger a massive disruption to thousands of New York families who are relying on food assistance. So Today he had an interview with Times Union, and the U.S. Secretary of Agriculture stated that SNAP, WIC, TANF funding will more than likely be disrupted if the government shutdown is not averted. So now remember, the shutdown can come as early as November 17th unless Congress reaches an agreement. We were just here last month. We just kind of went through this whole roller coaster ride last month, and I thought we got off, right? But because the funding is largely federal, New York will not be able to maintain the program during the shutdown. So they like, look, we broke. There's no other way to put it. We are broke. So families may have to rely on food pantries or food banks to stock up as well. And so that's why I wanted to put this story on here, guys, because we know a week later after the shutdown, that would be Thanksgiving week. So I would say if Congress does not reach a deal by next week, you kind of need to be going to those food pantries or signing up for some assistance, just so you're not in limbo. I can't say what's going to happen for the other states, but New York is saying, look, let the people know we don't have the money right now to bridge the gap that, you know, if they don't approve it, we'll go ahead and release the funding until we'll get the money back from federal. They don't have it, okay? You know what that's like. Let's not play games. You know when you don't have the money yourself, they're telling, look, I ain't got it. I don't have it. So just to let you know, I'll keep an eye on it. I have a lot of new content that's coming up this week on like how to stretch your EBT benefits that you are receiving, how to save some money on groceries. So stay on the lookout for that as well. Let me know down below, what do you think about the permanent EBT or summer EBT going or starting in 2024? What do you think about New York saying, hey, if there is a government shutdown, we can't help you at all? Let me know all the things down below, and let's go ahead and move on to this new EBT app that is being released this Friday, guys. All right, so the new EBT app, EBT Edge, it aims to help people get their benefits with ease. So we know that they are scamming everybody out here, all right? Now, EBT Edge is set to release this Friday across the state of California. Each person will have access to specific security measures on their account. So this will be where users will be able to like change your PIN. You can block online transactions. You can even freeze your cards through this new app, which will help a lot when it comes to like the phishing, the cloning, the skimming as well. Now, this app is an effort to give people more control over the security of your card as well, as it's expected to have a lot more features that people might usually expect from your banking app. So some of the things that you can think of, it's going to have probably like Touch ID, even like facial recognition as well. But I don't know how deep or how much is going in there as well. But the main thing that you can do is block like out of state internet transactions, as well as you can freeze and unfreeze your card. So that will help cut down a lot of risk that you're taking when it comes to skimmers that steal the cards or your information and just leave you with nothing at all in your account. So between CalFresh and CalWorks, the state has reported that thieves have stolen more than, I want to say it's like $86 million within the past 21 months. So another solution that they're looking at is installing chips onto the EBT cards as well that will prevent like scammers from easily being able to skim the cards as well. But check this Friday. The app should be available in California. It did not say anything about other states. But speaking of stolen benefits, Tennessee now is able to reimburse you as well. So Tennessee residents who've had their benefits stolen by EBT card skimming, cloning, you can now apply for reimbursement from the state beginning on Monday. So next Monday, the state of Tennessee says that people who were victimized between October 1st of 2022 through September 30th of 2024, you can apply for reimbursement through the One DHS customer portal as well. So if you don't have access to the internet or even access to the portal, then you can submit a request as well in a paper form at your local TDHS office as well. Now, we all know that like this skimming has been impacting like thousands of people, and it's not just in California or Tennessee, it's all across the country as well. Hundreds of people were, I think impacted in Memphis at a grocery store as well, where they went in to buy groceries and their balance was zero as well. So as of October 31st of 2023, they said in Tennessee, I want to say it's about 4,800 households have reported where they have been a victim of SNAP or this cloning or phishing scheme as well. So hey, I'm happy that Tennessee now has a way where you can be reimbursed as well. I know other states and a lot of states have been, reissuing the money as well. So, hey, good deal. I mean, I think when they looked, most of the people that were stealing the cars and doing things were, buying like baby formula or energy drinks as well. But let's go ahead and move on to Georgia, where state officials are considering artificial intelligence to help with the SNAP benefits backlog. So Georgia wants to use bots. They want to use bots out here, guys, like AI to help put food on the table for a family. They're like, look, it's been over a year. We've been dealing with a lot of backlog. We're tired of the negative press, and we're still having issues with the SNAP benefit renewals. So the state is like, we got a problem. We got a problem. And for us to keep waiting for this change is life-threatening for some people. So they said they've tried everything from hiring more staff, training more people. Now let's go ahead and use artificial intelligence. And so they requested a certain waiver from the government to go ahead and help speed up the process of the applications, but they're currently waiting to see if their request for AI will be approved as well. Now, also, don't forget the Georgia Department of Human Services announced that they had received funding as well to go ahead and replace their SNAP benefits. So I'll keep you updated, all my Georgia Peaches. I know you guys are looking for your funds on your EBT card. I am checking as well. But when I tell you it's bad out here, guys. All right, so let's go ahead and go on to Missouri, where they got a broken system as well. All right, so in Missouri, they have a broken call center as well that is impeding Missouri families from being able to get their food assistance. So in Missouri, over a year ago, I want to say a lawsuit was filed on the alleged dysfunction of the SNAP call center, which violates like the federal law for low-income Missourians who face like automatic disconnections as well as long waiting times up to 2 to 3 hours. So Missouri's call center, it became like the subject of a lawsuit back in February. And this is where plaintiffs had argued that the state was denying benefits to low-income Missourians, along with that they were failing to provide like a reasonable accommodations to those who were disabled as well. Now, the lawsuit had asked for the courts to order social services to make those necessary procedural changes, as well as bring the state in compliance with the federal law. Now, a lot of plaintiffs or a lot of people were describing that, hey, they were barely having enough food. Also, they were using up like their prepaid phone minutes, waiting on hold for an interview. And then due to a disability, they were even unable to understand the application forms. They couldn't get through to the call center. It was just bad, y'all. You know what it is. Like, when you call there, you done waited 2 or 3 hours on the phone. You get someone, they hang up, or you don't even get anyone. They said the average call wait time was 51 minutes before being connected to a representative, only to be disconnected. Now, based on the most recent data that they had in July, they said that it did come down a little bit, but they do have a trial that is scheduled for early next year. And they said, look, we've tried to do everything that we can do. We tried to hire more staff. We tried to offer them overtime, look at outside vendors to help handle these calls, even assist with Medicaid workers as well. We had SNAP interviews. We had a scheduling system we created. So they said we are in the process of creating a virtual program, but they don't have a time frame on completion. And so a lot of people are hoping that this lawsuit will make them get in compliance with the federal time frame, but they're doing all they can do as well. I don't know. This is a hot mess. This is a hot mess. And I wouldn't even be upset, right, with DHS if they afforded you the same grace that you have to give them. That's my only issue, because let you not submit your renewal paperwork, let you not go to your interview or be on time or answer an email or do all the things, turning your documentation, you know and I know that they will kick you off your benefits just like that. Like, you're off. You could even have sent your paperwork in on time, but because they haven't processed it, they kick you off your benefits. So it's like, you know, hey, they get all this time to do these things, but meanwhile, if you miss one little area, you're automatically you're automatically off benefits, and I don't like that. So that's what we have going on in the world of EBT. What do you think about states having to apply for the summer EBT? What do you think about states making residents wait so long? Have you had any issues where you called and been hung up on? Have you had issues where you submitted your paperwork on time only to be told that it was not submitted on time? Let's talk about it all down below. Let me know what do you think about the government shutdown. Grab you some Amazon Prime. If there are videos that you want me to discuss and look up and research and talk about, drop those down in the comments below, because we're going to have some good content coming. I mean, like, your girl is feeling good going into 2024. So let me know all the things. And as always, grab some Amazon Prime. It's free. It's free. It's free, guys. It is free. Grab some Amazon Prime, as well as please like, comment, subscribe, and I will talk to you later, Gator. Bye, guys.